your dev team and size, like roughly how many people do you have working on Joe Montana football?
So our mobile team right now is 20 people, and we've been at this for over a year, a little over a year.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, so we're a pretty small studio, and we're growing pretty much every couple weeks.
Awesome.
So yeah, so we'll we don't need hundreds and hundreds of people to do it's nice because you're able to focus really hard, and we have people on the team that have experience from football titles, Triple A game studio titles. Obviously, it's very important for us to bring as much quality as we can. And again, that sort of, we want that console-like experience on your devices. So, we really, again, we wanted to be on the edge of civilization. One of my favorite mentors are people that one of the CEOs I respect more than anything was, he was the Intel CEO. Mm-hmm. And he said that the greatest companies, because we kind of see ourselves like a tech company, but he's like, the greatest tech companies are the ones who stand at the edge of the abyss, right, and shoot glass, right? Wow. And that's what Elon Musk says too, right? Like you always have to be at the end of it, and you always have to be willing to push things. So what we said to ourselves was, well, what type of company are we? And that's huge, because that's your culture, right? So for us, we saw ourselves as one part game company, one part tech company. And maybe that's just because we're in the valley, right? And it just bleeds into it, I guess. But what we set ourselves is, okay, we have a large set of our customer base who are going to be extremely passionate about the simulated piece of it, and they want a specific experience, and they want competition specifically here. Well, what about competing somewhere else, right? Is what we asked ourselves. And we sort of reverse engineered the idea that, well, what if we brought this amazing console-like experience to the devices? Is that even possible? And then we started playing around, and then Metal came out, and then we were able to touch the processors. We were able to get closer to it. The new processors coming out, the new A9s, right, for the new iPhone 6s, the new iPad Air 3, the new iPhone 7s. Those are sort of our timeline windows, right? I mean, right now is like, yeah, we can throw it up on the Xbox or the PlayStation, right? But what we're designing for is the future. So as a company, you have to predict where technology is going to go, and then you have to design for 3 years ahead, 2 years ahead, right? Because that's your launch window. You can't just design for now.